All right, my friends, settle in. Let's talk a bit about how and why bad things happen to good people. I see this happening all the time. I had always considered myself a really good person, but I had really bad luck. I was always hurting myself, so much so that whenever one of my friends got hurt, they'd say, "Ow, I just pulled an April." I'm not kidding. We always had a good laugh about it, too. Another thing is, no matter how hard I worked or how nice I was volunteering by helping others out, it seemed that I was always broke. I know now that this was a form of self-punishment. My vibrations were low. I definitely had low self-esteem, although I hid it pretty well behind my macho man, warrior woman shield. I was still hurting inside. What kept me going was that I knew that I was meant for better things. I guess this is why they call it your inner light. Well, anyway, I felt horrible inside. I felt like I had nothing, and the bad luck just kept repeating. I couldn't understand why this kept happening. Why wouldn't things just change? It's because that's the way it works. The laws of the universe are always in effect 24/7. You see, I constantly felt bad. I was always complaining, didn't like my life much, and I grew up in a poor family. That's what I was transmitting into the universe, and it sent it right back to me, just like it says it will. It doesn't care if you are transmitting high or low frequencies. It's just giving you back the vibrations from what you are thinking and feeling. That's why I am always saying that you are the one that needs to change. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. You have to, or nothing else ever will. We attract back what we give out, whether it be good or bad. I want you to understand one thing here. This is not a religion. This is bigger and beyond that, and these are not my laws, but they are real laws. They do have an effect on you, whether you know or even accept it or not. This has been proven by clinical professionals through several spiritual practices and even by scientific researchers around the world. So, now I want to talk a bit more about this law of attraction. You've probably heard the myths. Sit on your couch, think of $1 million, and it'll appear. That's a great story. It's also a lie. You want the truth? The law of attraction isn't about what you want. It's about what or who you believe you are. Some say that the law of attraction doesn't even work. After living a life of having it work just fine, always giving me the bad luck and lack that I always thought I had, yeah, I figured out that it works both ways. For and against, your choice, your thoughts. I have some tips on mastering the art of attracting at the end of this video. Now, I want you to know this is not a passive process. I have had to learn this the hard way. This is a constant, active engagement with the universe. Oh, yes, the universe's laws. So many people are blind to these laws. They don't teach them in school, not even in church. So, if you are seeing this, then you are on the right path. Keep showing up, because you have to show up to learn and to do the work. You have to be the one controlling your own vibrations. Now, as you may know, everything in the universe is energy. This law of vibration coexists with the law of attraction, along with the law of correspondence says like vibrations attract like vibrations. Okay, I am not going to get into all the laws of the universe in one video, but I want you to realize that your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, they each carry a frequency. When you vibrate at lack, you attract lack. When you vibrate at fear, you attract fear. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. All of these broadcast your inner frequency. Have you ever seen those wavelengths, like the ones in graphic measurement, or like the ripple of the water after something has been thrown into it? Well, your own body has these ripple effects too. When something from the outside is thrown into your energy field, meaning when things happen, you are receiving information, you are getting input. What you do with that input is up to you, but I must tell you that it will have an effect on the ripples that occur afterwards. That means if you keep that input within you, it will keep rippling, often creating larger waves. Sometimes these waves can overcome us, and we end up drowning in the denial of our own self-worth. Then we are left with nothing but scattered and limiting beliefs, along with all the scars to prove our suffering. This is why wishing for $1 million doesn't work. The wish often comes from lack. The universe mirrors your inner state. That means the ripples or waves that are occurring inside of you are being transmitted back into the universe. So, if the ripples transmit, I don't have enough attracts more of not enough. You cannot fake your frequency. Your heart knows the truth. Learn to love yourself, and your vibration will rise with you. Act from that vibration, not from the wish. I know what you may be thinking. How do I raise my vibration when my life is a mess? That's the core of the problem. It's easy to be positive when things are good. Why can't they just stay that way? Well, your vibration isn't a switch, it's a dial. Learning to use this dialing system, first you must learn to listen to your frequency, your vibrations, your signals and signs. That means pay attention to your body, your mind, and your intuition. You don't need to go from 0 to 100 overnight. This takes practice. Find a small point of gratitude. One thing. It could be the roof, your breath, or the ability to vibrate at all. Find something that makes you spark. Then, take one small action that aligns with the person you want to become. A slight turn of the dial, repeated, meaning, don't give up and don't turn back. This will change your frequency. Start small. Put some action in with your gratitude, because gratitude plus aligned action will start the change engine. You are not waiting for the world to change. You are becoming who attracts a different world. This is a serious step. Now it is time to align your energy. 2 things you can take action on. Take at least 5 minutes for each one, and do them daily this week. The first one is, for 5 minutes, get out your journal and write every thought you have about your life right now. The fears, the worries, the grudges. Don't judge them, just write. This maps your current vibration so you know what to change. Now, for the second one, find one small action you'd take if you already had what you wanted. If you want money, respect and be grateful for what you already have. If you want better relationships, acknowledge and be kinder to the people that are around you now. Take those actions every day this week. You may keep doing this beyond this week and internally embody the person who already has it. No more excuses. Small, consistent action shifts your vibration. Please do start today, just 5 minutes, one small action, and repeat. The law of attraction is always working. The only question, are you consciously choosing what you attract? If you're ready to live more consciously, check my other videos, subscribe and hit notifications. And as always, keep up with your journal. See you next time, my dear friends.